are talking about two questions. The first is what are the sorts of problems Australians could encounter living in Japan? The second question is can you suggest ways to make life easier for foreigners wishing to live long term in Japan? Let's talk about the first question. We asked to Luke. Hi. Thank you for your cooperation to our interview. Let's start to ask some questions. Do you have problems about food in Japan?
Well, when I went to Japan, the food pricing was reasonable. Some places it was very cheap. One problem I had with the food in Japan was that there wasn't much variety in that there was only Japanese restaurants and fast food joints like McDonald's and KFC. There wasn't many places from other countries from around the world.
I understand what you said. Surely, Australia has rich variety due to it is not multiculturalism, so it can correspond to food culture of various kinds of people. Actually, when I bought a hamburger, I could choose 3 ingredients like chicken, beef, and vegetables. But there are no systems like this in Japan. Therefore, I think that Japan should be able to correspond to people who has many various food culture like Australia. So Muslim, vegetarian, and so on don't have problem when they choose their meal.
Do you have problems about traffic in Japan?
Well, in our big major cities like Tokyo, I saw that there was a lot of cars driving around. I like to drive a car personally, and when there's lots of traffic around, I find it very difficult to drive. Also, the trains, during the peak hour times, at certain times of the day, there are lots of people trying to catch a train, and when everyone is crammed into the train, I find it very discomforting having lots of people near me.
Thank you, Luke. I understand what you say. Surely big cities in Japan always have a lot of cars driving around and trains are always very full and uncomfortable. Moreover, the train situation and routes are very complex, so I would like to give a few proposals. First, I think big cities in Japan, there is often traffic jams, so traffic volume of Japanese roads should be restricted to drive more comfortable than now. Second, trains in Japan are always full at rush hour, so trains company should increase colleague. If this proposal is achieved, Australian people can live long term in Japan.
Next question. Do you have a problem about manners in Japan?
Well, I think the Japanese people are very cautious and try not to offend other people with their actions or try to insult people in public. I think some things are weird, like not eating and walking at the same time.
Thank you. I understand what you said. There are many manners in Japan, so we must be flexible. For example, I thought a lot of people in Australia ate and drank while walking. This action is common for them, but it isn't good for Japanese people. If foreigners come to Japan at the time of the Olympics, they will feel bad to prohibit eating and drinking while walking. Japanese people must think of some way to allow eating and drinking while walking. Countermeasures can be, for example, we must prepare more garbage cans to encourage manners to be more lax.
Hi Luke. When you visit Japan, how did you feel about Japanese people?
Well, when I went to restaurants, in my hotels, and even taxi drivers, all those people were extremely nice to me. I did notice, however, that a lot of Japanese people were staring at me. Now, I don't know if it was because of my charming good looks, or if it was because I was a foreigner, but either way, it was a little uncomfortable for me.
Oh, thank you, Luke. I see. Many Japanese people stare at foreigners. The reason why is because they may be curious or fearful of those who come from different countries. Maybe you are attractive to Japanese people around you. Some of Japanese people are not used to foreigners yet, or some of them can't speak English. So even if they want to help foreigners, they can't have the courage to talk. Therefore, they might just stare at you, especially if foreigners live in Japan for a long time. It will become a large cultural barrier. It is so difficult for foreigners to rent an apartment. It is not matter about money. Even if they have enough money, their owner will often refuse their request. This is because most owners still have stereotypes. It is that foreigners like having parties at midnight every day and cause a lot of trouble to the neighborhood. But these days, because the number of foreigner tourists and overseas students studying in Japan are increasing, so several problems for foreigners will be solved thanks to cross-cultural understanding. When Japanese people communicate with foreigners willingly, most stereotypes will disappear, and Japan will be a more comfortable country for foreigners to live. Thank you very much, Luke.
Thank you, Naoki.
Thank you. In conclusion, food. We must correspond to many kinds of food culture. Traffic. We must restrict the traffic and we must increase train carriages. Manners. We must be flexible. Race. We must communicate with foreigners willingly. Thank you for listening.